Trump was on his golf course today when a man was found 300 to 500 yards away with an AK-47 style rifle making his own nest so he could attempt to assassinate the former president. That is what the official FBI reporting has said, and we will stick to the facts reported by the FBI. Many people watching this video will have conflicting beliefs and think that Trump is faking this, but all of the local police, all of the FBI and Secret Service have said that this happened, and now we have photos that I'd like to report.
Okay, we're going to make these pictures available to you. It'll show you a picture of the backpack and the rifle. And there's also a GoPro on the fence there where he was intent on filming what was going on. Even though we're going to have to secure a couple of areas around the golf course here, the public doesn't need to panic. We know that we got a post office, a library, and a school down the street. So we'll make it convenient for you to get to all the places you need to go, get your kids to school, get them over here to the post office or wherever else you need to go. It's safe, there's no more danger here, and we'll make it very convenient for you.
So that is responsible. He is calming the town down. You know, Trump would try to be panicking people if he were the leader, but I do want to show you these photos with an AK-47 style rifle, a GoPro, and a backpack in a hidden spot on the Trump International Golf Course. First, let me update you on some breaking news updates we just got. Schumer, briefed by Secret Service Director after Trump security incident. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said he has been briefed by acting Secret Service Director after shots were fired at the Trump International Golf Club. Quote, "I applaud the Secret Service for their quick response to ensure former President Trump's safety." Walz said he's glad Trump is safe and condemns violence because he is a classy person. Democratic Vice Presidential nominee Tim Walz said he and his wife are, quote, "glad that former President Donald Trump is safe following what the FBI is saying is an apparent assassination attempt against him." And for all of the people who are still going to deny that this ever happened and think that this is all a fabricated narrative, why would Kamala Harris and Tim Walz agree with the FBI if they weren't briefed with some convincing evidence? We should believe the evidence in front of our eyes rather than creating our own narratives. The statement, which follows closely to what VP Harris said earlier, also condemns violence. Quote, "Gwen and I are glad to hear that Trump is safe. Violence has no place in our country. It's not who we are as a nation," Tim Walz wrote on X. And these golf courses, in particular Trump's, have long proved a difficult assignment for Secret Service. This was an update 7 minutes ago. Golf courses, in particular Trump's own properties, have long been a source of concern among Secret Service. See, a golf course is often the largest outdoor area a president can visit, and their design, often abutting public roads and containing elements like trees and hills that can conceal would-be assassins, make them particularly difficult for the Secret Service to secure. And like other presidents before him, Trump's presence at a golf course does not prompt the club to shut it down to the general public, nor the roads. Instead, a group of agents in golf clothes typically ride in golf carts. The Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach abut 3 heavily trafficked roads. And I want to break down these photos, but of course Marjorie Taylor Greene is already saying President Trump is safe and sound after another assassination attempt. Thank God. They are trying to kill him. They will do anything to stop him from winning. Now, when she says they, she's talking about a skinny 20-year-old kid who had no political affiliation, and when she says they, I'm sure she's talking about some lone wolf mentally ill person, again, who had a GoPro strapped to the fence. We don't know any information about the shooter, so I won't say anything yet, but we do have these photos that were released from the FBI and from local law enforcement. This first photo shows a vest, a GoPro strapped to the side of the fence right here on the left-hand side. Right below, you see a gun leaning up against the fence, and you can see that it's perfect for him to be in a prone or crouched position with the gun hanging out of the fence. Here is the backpack hanging off of the fence. It looks like it might be zip tied or tied with some sort of plastic up here. Not sure how it's tied, but right here, this shows an evidence box which most likely contains the rifle being pulled out of the golf course. This is the crime scene unit taping up the area, pulling out an evidence box, which we can only presume has the rifle in it. We can only presume this person right here took the photos we were just looking at. And I have more live updates, but I do want to say, in situations like this, we have to acknowledge that violence is never acceptable. We are definitely against everything that Donald Trump stands for. He is the antithesis of my beliefs to the very, very core, but I would never wish violence in America that would destabilize the country, divide the country, hurt a presidential candidate while he is campaigning or while he's everybody's relaxing during a campaign, that is not a precedent we want to set. We should not be making conspiracy theories up about this, because then we are no better than people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who are immediately jumping to conclusions. Let me show you part of this conference that I found interesting.
All right, 1:30 this afternoon. Call came out, shots fired. That was called in by the Secret Service. Because we're in constant contact with them all the time, we were notified of that, and we had units here that immediately sealed off the area. Fortunately, we were able to locate a witness that came to us and said, hey, I saw the guy running out of the bushes. He jumped into a black Nissan, and I took a picture of the vehicle and the tag, which was great. So we had that information. Our real-time crime center put it out to the license plate readers.
So again, my question to people who doubt this is, what is your source? And your source competes with the local law enforcement who were on the scene and who took pictures. Let's break these pictures down one more time. We have this backpack strapped to the fence with a rifle leaning against it. This is important stuff. We have another backpack type vest laying here, a GoPro on the left-hand side. Here's what the scene looked like right after the shooter was discovered at the Trump International Golf Club. You can see a bunch of cops pulling up. I'm sure they were on rapid response, trying to make sure the entire area was safe. And it's nice to see the police chief being responsible and saying this is no reason to panic. I want to end you off with this great clip of George Conway.
Well, he's reaching his final destination, which is complete decompensation. He doesn't, none of his tricks are working anymore. We're on to them. They don't excite anybody anymore. He's losing in the polls. He has to try to make things up. And his own vice presidential candidate on another network today basically said, we're making up stories in order to win this election. And, it's not working for him, and he knows it. And he knows he's going down and over him. And the only person who seems to have any control over him is the person who's telling him or whispering in his ear or doing something to tell him that everything's great, you're amazing, and that's Laura Loomer. And that's where this is the ultimate implosion, and we're watching it live, and it's going to get worse.
That is a great clip, and let me just preemptively debunk what some people may say. You guys are going to say, because JD Vance said they're creating stories, Trump created this story, but no. This would be the FBI, the Secret Service, local law enforcement, multiple witnesses, multiple videos, and photographers all colluding to create this big conspiracy. It's just not a conspiracy. It actually happened, and if you guys agree, make sure you leave a like, comment a blue heart, hit that subscribe button, and have a great day. Peace out. That is an amazing clip that went absolutely viral. It has 22,000 likes because it's true, and I just want to preemptively debunk something that I know people will say in the comments. They'll say, Adam, how can you watch that clip of George Conway calling Trump a trickster, pointing out that JD Vance creates stories, and still say that this attempt actually happened? That's because you would have to be doubting the FBI, the Secret Service, local law enforcement, federal law enforcement. You'd have to be doubting all of these independent agencies, along with first-hand witnesses, photographers who were on the scene, the police who showed up right away, the first responders. All of these people had the same reports, and that's the same as saying that 9/11 was an inside job when it's the same logic. How would all of these people collude to hide one big secret like that? So to take a step back, my broader point is there's no conspiracy that everybody's colluding on. That would leak very easily. Most likely the FBI and the AP News and the BBC narrative is going to be correct. So I'll leave you with that. Make sure you leave a like, comment a blue heart, hit that subscribe button, and have a great day. Peace out.